Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. The game sound should be slightly louder. It wasn't unhearable before, it wasn't really like bad before, but in like listening to recordings I was like, you know, that could serve to be amped up just a little bit. So hopefully it sounds a little bit better, although like I said, I don't think the previous ones were bad.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
I mean, she could have, she just couldn't have been killed in the ways you're thinking.
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
I don't think it's actually impossible.
Yeah, for a living person.
God, Kokichi, no.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
I actually thought that might be where it was going when I first saw this trial, since Angie was trying to...
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
Freaking poor Kaito.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
I wonder, is pulling on her hair a nervous gesture for Maki?
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
I mean, if Tenko killed Angie, Angie's spirit killing Tenko would make sense, but I don't think Tenko killed Angie.
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
I actually misread that as cultists for a second.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done it!
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
Wait, what? I think we
They
would have
were in
noticed that.
there. They could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I agree with
noticed.
Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Wait, what? Maki. That's impossible.
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
Wait, are you saying Tenko killed herself?
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time.
That must be what she's getting at, although I don't know why she just doesn't say it. Also, that's interesting. Anji's, like, X out is a halo and wings.
I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The they she's referring to is... Yeah, you're talking about... Why is she always the last person I try to find?
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
I mean, that does make sense, although I don't buy it. Don't buy it for a second.
What did you say?
Yeah, I do not believe that.
Are you saying Tenko was the culprit?
She committed suicide.
I do not buy it.
Suicide?
She was finally getting somewhere with Himiko. There's no way she'd off herself.
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance.
In the back of the neck?
It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
And it was under the floor over by the opening.
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Kokichi, you are terrible. I love you.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed.
You still can't get it all the way over to the side of the room.
After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
Also, she would have gone into shock after the stabbing occurred.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't make sense to me either, Himiko.
There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
I definitely remember these scenes. I'm not going to...
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
I did consider that as a possibility when I first saw the thing unfolding, but I very firmly rejected it now.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
That would cause Himiko to die as well. There's no way she'd do that.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Yeah, I do not buy that at all. She was way too... like, she cared too deeply for Himiko, if no one else.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that.
Okay, Himiko, I'm gonna buy you a new hat that doesn't constantly almost fall off.
She told me.
What if all of that was just a lie?
She's not you, Kokichi.
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
Gonta's so just good. Gonta is good.
True terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other?
I mean, they knew of each other.
People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
Hey, she's very hot-blooded.
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
It is interesting. You've got Kokichi representing falsehood and Gonta and Kaito representing trust.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
I feel like Kaito is going to be like with me for the... I feel like Kaito and Maki are going to be the two that survive to the end.
If you
Or
get
two of the
betrayed,
ones.
It's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Kaito, you're so dumb, but you're so awesome at while being dumb.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Wow, I wonder if that's actually some of the underpinnings of his like personality.
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Yeah, I do not buy that Tinko would do that.
Me too.
At all.
Gonta, no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
But the placement of the sickle makes it impossible.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
It's also interesting how my two top suspects are the ones most vehemently arguing that we should think that Tinko committed suicide.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Is there a reason?
Although Maki is too, so I guess I can't read too much into that.
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like.
Wait, but there's an actual reason.
But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
You can just say this placement of the sickle makes it impossible. I'll see you guys after. I thought she had a sudden change of heart. Because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking we'll find it. And the placement of the sickle makes it impossible.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle.
What? No, it... Okay. If the Killer Ghost says it, I believe it.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Alright.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
That's an interesting cross-in.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
But the last of her strength, Tinko's last moments indicate that she would not have been able to move.
Suicide
Right?
seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with
Oh my gosh, it's
so she hid her true intentions.
there was dry blood on the bottom part of the floorboard. Interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She
That makes
could
sense to
have
Gonta.
secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
Finally, with the last of her strength,
God damn it. No, she wouldn't have. I mean, it's like not with where it was located.
Oh no!
Oh
So
no,
far,
indeed. What
suicide
is
seems
it?
to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Like, here's a hole in the corner. And I feel like that should be the answer, but it didn't work last time. Which...
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide,
Okay. This is really stupid. Based on what we said to Maki, and about having trusted detective skills, I feel like we're supposed to lie here.
she could have secretly brought the sickle. And then
Because of
stabbed
that
herself
line
with it.
of, unless she died instantly. Well, we know she
finally, with the
didn't.
last of her strength,
I'll reveal the truth.
But the problem with that is that I
Tenko
can...
couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor.
The problem with that is I can already prove that didn't happen because of the sickle's position. If you stab yourself and then you reach down and then you throw it, it ended up on the side of the room. There's no way she had the strength to get it all the way over there. Plus, it was propped up. Like, I don't need to lie in order to make this happen.
Because she died instantly.
instantly.
Plus, Maki, even in addition to that, I don't have to lie about that either, because Maki said that a wound like that is going to put you into shock. It won't kill you right away, but you won't have the strength to do anything but sit there and die. You know, so reaching out of the floor and doing a Herculean throw is completely out of the question. So why am I lying about it?
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
I don't know why I'm lying.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Did somebody say murder?
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
I feel like the point of these sections and the point of having to lie in order to advance the trial is just to force people to work together and kind of build story, but it's so and plus this one I actually completely don't need to lie about.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Ooh, that actually says Maki's a really good liar. Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Kaido, don't push it.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle.
Which you can say without lying about her dying instantly.
Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means
What?
someone definitely
Yeah, I was gonna
killed
say,
Tenko during the seance.
Why is that a thank goodness? That means that someone here's a killer.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
We are gonna figure it out.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
Well, there was that loud
If you know something, please
crash.
speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Non-stop debate. Okay, yeah, that
Did
sounded
anything
the
seem
key.
out of the ordinary during the seance?
That certainly
There
sounds
is
like it should be it.
something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm
more
not to
concerned
agree
about
with.
how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
Okay, so yeah.
Did any
Anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance? There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect,
And yet it failed.
how utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Yep, okay. That was easy enough. As soon as I said something during the seance, I was like, well, it's that damn sound. That one I was good at.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Yeah.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard.
Which I think was the cage shifting whenever the floorboard was moved.
What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
Maybe this has something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. The other thing? The things that happen in the dark. The other thing that happened in the dark? Shit. I don't know what else happened in the dark. That?
This is it!
Okay, apparently it's that.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound.
Okay, so I thought you meant an actual other event, and I was like, bruh?
That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Yes.
Could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
Not by itself, but by a 300-pound thing shifting after it was
It's the
moved.
sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
There would have been a strong impact to make that sound. But what could it possibly be?
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Okay. So,
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
tore
That wouldn't
off
make
the
such a loud
floorboard?
crashing sound. Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
It didn't fall, though.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
How do you know?
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
We already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
Wait, what? Would have made a strong enough impact to knock the floorboard loose.
So what made the floorboard
Okay, let's see.
come?
There's dry blood under the floor. There's sap.
Loose.
Judging from the
Must be the sports the loose floorboards the room had held in. Only a portion of the ports was cut off. Wasn't broken naturally, looks like someone had purposely cut it. I wonder. Okay, so I was hoping for Kokichi's
sound,
account,
there
but
must
this
have been
kind of works.
considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
I mean, that would
Maybe the
cause.
wooden statue fell over.
That's not at all the
But
case.
that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
It does seem like
Someone
stomping
must
is the
have
most.
stomped through the floorboard.
Okay, yeah.
I agree.
That's an interesting way of moving that thing out of the way to be able to get the sickle down there.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation...
Yeah, so I was thinking that they did that just so they could shift it. I actually thought they moved the two cross pieces so they could move the entire plank.
One of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
And that's also the evidence that the two culprits are the same.
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Solve this case. I need to be careful about the cross piece and the floorboard. Tinko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard. The cross piece had been cut was on the other end. Huh. That's where it was outside the gate. It could have been stomped on. Only one of the cross pieces, the other two were intact. One of them was right under Tinko. The other one was... Oh, okay. Interesting. Was the culprit attempting to do so? I mean, S. It seems like they're trying to stomp. I don't see an S or a T. Switch. Shoot. Secret. Oh, it's an anagram. Shook. Ah, damn it. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Is that...
Okay. Okay, S-E... It's not W. Is another E maybe? I don't know what this is supposed to be. It is S-E-E, okay. Seef is not a word. Seam? Yeah, I don't know why I picked W. I just said W wasn't it. It's not seep. It should not be CEA. Crap. I don't know. I'm completely not sure of things. It's not P. It's not an E somehow. Cease? What the hell word is that? Seesaw? Seesaw. Seesaw. Okay, yes. I see it now. What would this be though? Seesaw Tinko? No, there's too many letters. It's not C. God damn it. Okay. I need E's. That's an F. God dang it, I want to catch more than these, but I can't. I'm not good enough at this. Okay, I need S. I need AW. A&W root beer. There's an A. Okay. seesaw floor. Okay, not L. I've already done C. Seesaw, seesaw effect? Is that it? Okay, I bet that's it. Now I just need F's. Cause yeah, there's C is also a thing out here. So I need E and C. Okay, got it. And I saw C, I saw C. Okay, now I just need a T. Man, I was not good at this puzzle.
I see now.
Okay. I was just going to put, you know, like a pivot or a, what is that called?
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
What would that do? I mean, that will just smash Tenko up into the top of the cage. That won't do anything.
A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off.
Yes.
The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
But what does that do? That doesn't help you at all.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, but that, again, that doesn't actually help you at all. I don't know what the point
that
is.
sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
Even if you smash her head against the top of the cage, it's not going to cause the cut that we saw from the sickle.
Couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
How?
Huh? How?
Yeah, I don't follow your logic there.
To kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
I mean, yeah, if the sickle was already in the cage, that would be a possibility, but it wasn't. I mean, that's where it would have to be. But it wasn't there.
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage.
Except, no, we moved the stupid cage prior to the fabric getting draped over it, didn't we? Because we had to carry the cage out there, and then Korekiyu put the fabric over it, because he specifically put the fabric on, and he also took it off.
Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place.
Also, whenever we moved the cage after the murder, the sickle wasn't there. It was under the floorboards.
It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
I mean, that's possible. I just don't buy the sickle was there.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim.
And then, yeah, how did the sickle end up under the floorboards in the corner of the room?
That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
It's completely inconsistent with the evidence.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
What do you mean old-fashioned? I've never heard of this before.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
That is crazy, and we will resume this in the next one. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'm a little bit bothered right now, okay? Because I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video between this and the next episode. I could have sworn that the cage was uncovered when we first brought it out. And then the cloth was draped over it. And additionally, I know for a fact that Hifumi, like, you know, we moved off the statue, and then we undraped the thing, but it was Hifumi that actually moved the cage. So the sickle, why would the sickle not be immediately obvious right then? That doesn't make any sense. Like, everyone was like gathered around. There's no way you could have hit it. And normally I would just say, okay, well, this is another theory we're going to dispute later, but it's our character saying it. And usually our character isn't proven wrong in the trials. So I feel like this is where the game's actually going, and I don't feel like that makes any goddamn sense. But we'll keep going next time, guys.